Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Horror Snob. My name is Michael James. I am the Horror Snob, here with a fresh fright selection for you, a trio of new things for you to watch, 2 movies, 1 streaming series, a little bit of controversy in the group, but as always, these are going to be a group of elite level, gold star type things that should be priorities on your watch list. So let's get into them, talk about the first one on our list, a big one that released here just a week ago, with The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. If you're keeping track on all the horror chat rooms and Facebook groups talking about this movie, supposed horror fans are pretty much hating it universally. I don't get it, and I'm not going to get into it right now. I'm not here to talk the negative. There's so much to unravel with this movie and with the whole Conjuring universe in particular that it's going to have an entire segment to itself as part of my Monday morning mayhem podcasts coming up very soon. Sticking with the positive for today, here's what I will tell you about the movie. All the naysayers are wrong, flat out. This is a solid movie. It is shot well, acted well, written, directed, produced, everything. Gold star standard across the board, as all the previous Conjuring movies have been. It's an elite level flick that brings something new for us as horror fans and something new to the Conjuring universe, because where instead of focusing on the exorcism or the possession or the haunted house in the previous films, this one focuses on all of the research, the paranormal investigation side of what the Warrens had done in their life. A great bit of difference for us, something new, and I always like something new. Find it available on HBO Max. Ignore the negativity and go watch this film. It is a big win. And number 2, it's the streaming series Panic. This one also a bit controversial, but not in the same way. I would assume many of you out there are wondering what the hell it's doing on a Fresh Frights review that's supposed to be focused on horror. This one doesn't look like horror to some people. It doesn't play out as horror. And if you've read the book, then you already have some idea that it might not be or isn't horror. It certainly wasn't categorized as horror as a novel. That being said, I would assume my views on this streaming series are quite a bit different than others for a few major reasons. First off, my views on it are not skewed because I never read the novel. So I'm going purely off of what I see. And what I see is a television show that is entirely a teen drama wrapped up in a little bit of mystery with enough horror elements to it to appeal to people like us. The whole premise, if you're unfamiliar, is a group of teens in a very small town in Texas get together each summer, just the graduating class, the high school graduating class, and participate in a game called Panic, where you, by choice, decide to involve yourself in games, in tasks that will scare the shit out of you and put your life in danger. Things like jumping off rocky cliffs into even rockier beds of water below, going into haunted houses, running through corn mazes being shot at by madmen in the middle of the night, and on it goes, getting deeper and scarier and preying on your fears and the fears of those characters. Given how much of this is about exposing people to their fears, forcing them to do things that are scary, and the interactions that occur throughout the show, though it may not be categorized as horror, there is enough horror elements here to find an appreciation for their show. And as always, more importantly, it was well done, well shot, well acted, well scripted, and just an entirely enjoyable and engaging show. Find it on Amazon. Go and check it out. Hey gang, before we finish up today's episode, just a quick reminder to check out the website, horrorsnob.com. You can find a full archive of everything I've put out thus far, some truly awesome novelty items, and absolutely rare horror memorabilia authentically autographed by dudes like Sid Haig, John Carpenter, and Bela Lugosi. All available for you at horrorsnob.com. And now let's get back into it. And lastly today, it's Caveat, one I really raved about as a preview just a couple weeks ago. And if you have not seen this film, maybe this should be the number 1 on your list out of this group. The whole thing follows a guy who's convinced to take a 5-day job, being paid pretty handsomely, to babysit a rather neurotic young girl. The young girl is in a house, haunted, on an island, totally secluded. You can only access it by boat. Dude can't swim, and shit just gets worse. And there is this toy bunny, creepy as fuck, and man, that bunny, It's alive, it's not alive, it's telepathic, it's possessed, I don't know, it's never explained, and it doesn't matter. It does its job so perfectly, and you really just can't help but love this little thing that you probably should be very fucking afraid of. From mental disorders to haunted houses to vengeful spirits, this thing has so much going on for it, it's impossible to talk about it all right now. Suffice it to say, this is a must-watch film, available on Shudder. Do yourself the service and go and watch it. It is one of the most impressive things I have seen this year. All right, that's it for me today. As always, I invite you to take a moment, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Stay up to date with all the reviews, rankings, previews, trailers, everything I pump out on a regular basis. And while you're at it, hit me up on social media as well. Across the board, I'm on all your favorite platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Like and subscribe there so you can stay up to date with all the stuff I put out that you never even know about here. One more time, my name's Michael James. I am the Horror Snob. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.